Hello folks and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We've made it to the expert parks. We're taking today a look at Lightning Peaks. It's a beautiful mountains of Lightning Peaks are popular with walkers and sightseers. Use the available land to attract and attract new thrill-seeking clientele. We need to have at least 900 guests in our park at the end of October year 3 with a park rating of 600. Let's go ahead and pause that. I'll be honest, I don't remember this one at all. This rings a little bit of a bell with this giant chairlift, and then there's another giant chairlift, and they don't really go anywhere. Okay, that's interesting. Do we have the option to buy anything? No. Okay. Do we have... And we can't... Okay, never mind. I was going to see if we could do anything else. So we know we have chairlifts. We have decent selection of rides there, but if we take a look at our guests overall, they want decently intense rides. No, I mean, this is a small sample. Like, this guy's happy, but we're okay with lower intensity rides, quite honestly. That's fine. So that's good. We have no thrill rides to speak of. And then we have a great selection of coasters. So we're not going to worry about that at all. We're going to focus pretty much everything on thrill rides. I just need to check shops and make sure we have what we need. Okay. So we're going to shut down the pathway here because I don't know why anybody would want to walk all the way through this. And then we'll figure out what we're doing exactly. But this area here, we're going to shut down. And this area here, we're going to shut down. All right. And then we're going to close this ride as well. Like, this is stupid. Like, why does this ride exist? There's no reason for that ride to exist. So we're going to make sure it doesn't exist anymore. And we're going to do the same thing over here, just making sure that doesn't exist. We will remove that stuff. We'll remove this stuff. And we can keep removing stuff as there's nobody on these paths, so that's fine. All right, now we can get rid of this whole rigmarole. Oh wow, one underground? Oh no, it's okay. I thought it was two rides there for a sec, or one ride there for a second, but it's not. All right, and then we can get rid of, nope, not that pathway. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this stuff. Because right now it doesn't look like there's anybody on any of that, so we can get rid of all of that part. And we'll get rid of this part. All right, and then we'll get rid of this ride in a moment. We're actually going to close this down so that people don't get on board it. And why? Now we're going to pause this game real fast. You're leaving the park and you're walking to the very, very back of the park. It makes no sense. All right, let's get rid of the vegetation. Let's see, you're walking, sitting, leaving the park, walking. Okay, let's get all of you jokers out of here. You guys can all go up here. And cool. Then we can start getting rid of this pathway. And we're just going to get rid of what we can here. I don't want to construct, I want to delete. Let me delete things. Oh, we're paused. Oops. When you get wrong or mad at the wrong person, that person should be yourself, but so you are leaving the park. Goodbye. No maintenance man. You need to stay away. I kind of like the use of the Egyptian monument type things to kind of make height markers for the park, but it's just not necessary. And my hope right now is that we're getting rid of all these people. Oh, these guys are stuck, aren't they? Okay, you can go down there. 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 I didn't click on the right. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, you're thirsty. Great. Why does it keep selecting the ride? I don't want the ride. I want the people. All right, so we have all of that taken care of. This guy is very, very tired. And I think, other than this guy who is also very, very tired, we have that problem solved. All right. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to approach this park. All I'm doing right now is essentially just trying to triage the basic parts of this so that we can figure out what the heck we're going to do. All right. Going to get rid of this because it's a hot mess of a line. Get rid of all of this. And then we will get rid of all of this. And goodbye that. This can all go away. All right. Get rid of all of that stuff, and then we can get rid of... Oh, no. No, no, no. I want to keep that stuff, I think. We'll find out here in a sec. All right. Now, I think what I'm going to do is force people to go this way, and we'll kind of save the edge of the park here. And we'll just have everybody head up the pathway like so. Alright, and then we'll figure out what exactly we're doing here shortly. But I wanted to kind of stay on the edge of the park bounds, just so we have some space to do stuff. I don't know what stuff we're going to do here. But we'll figure that out as we move forward here. Alright, I'm sure, like, nobody's having a good time at this park right now. Our park rating has to have slumped. No, it wasn't very good to begin with, so maybe it didn't. But we're nowhere near where we need to be. We have lots of sad boys here. So leave the park. Are you leaving the park? Why are you walking away from the park entrance if you're leaving the park? Come on, my dude. Alright, so we started with 70-something people. We're down a bit. That's okay, because we kind of planned on that. Alright, so let's get some basic rides in here and hopefully get rolling with what we need to do. Alright, we'll put a bathroom or put a fry place in. Open that up. And then we'll also put a soft drink place in. And we'll open that up. Got a pirate ship available to us, which is not really a big help, but appreciate the gesture. And right now, my only job is to try to populate this ride, or this park, with as many rides as possible out of the gate. So I'm not really focused on making super quality rides or super fun rides as far as like building and stuff. I'm just trying to get some level of competence for our rides out of here. So we'll do all come down. I can just build the rest of it like that. Cool. All right, and people are flooding into this park right now. Like, we're back up to where we need it to be. It was quite the climb to get up there. Okay, there's not a lot to see for them right now. That's okay. We will get to the better parts of this park hopefully sooner rather than later, but we need to get the basics in there. Here you have a mechanic. All right. And then because I'm me, I am going to make sure that this area doesn't look like complete garbage. All right, they're gonna get another flat ride in there. Go with the, we have to go with something that's a little bit thrilling. And I think last time we found out that the white looks really nice on those, so we're gonna do that. We'll go in here and do that. Alright, that looks wonderful. We'll open that up. We need a bathroom, because I don't think we have any bathrooms right now. There we go. Look at this big old area that used to be used. Alright, we're going to get another ride somewhere in this area. So we'll have an exit right there to go there, and the entrance will come down. We just need to figure out what ride that is going to be. And we'll figure that out shortly. And then we got to figure out coaster-wise, because we need to make some money. I forget our goals already, so we need to go back and take a look at that. We need to get 900 guests in this park. That's a tall tale. That's a lot of people to get into a park that doesn't have a lot going for it, quite honestly. Like, this park should not exist. But let's see what we can do. So we have the option of a Ferris wheel, which we can't really put anywhere currently. Another thrill ride on its way. So let's speed this up and see if we can get at least another decent ride in. 3D cinema? Yeah, that will work over here. It takes up, it's a 3x3 area. Let's see, April 29th or 28th, excuse me. So we'll hold on until we get that. I remember old school Roller Coaster Tycoon, there was no shift button to raise things up. That's a RCT2 thing, and OpenRCT has embraced it because it's way better. But like for this, like I want to build this so that's at that height. What you used to have to do, because I want to back it up a little bit more, you used to have to build land up to be able to do it, and it was the worst. I'm, again, eternally grateful for OpenRCT to make this game. Just the quality of life improvements with this game have just been wonderful, and I love so much of what they've done here. So let's see, put that there, the entrance will go over there, exit right there. We'll do something like that. Okay, that looks fine. We need to paint this. I think we figured out dark blue and then the light blue was nice looking, so we're gonna leave it like that. Then we'll open that bad boy up. And we've already seen that there is some rain that we have to contend with in this park, so having options for that's here, right on cue. Rain is coming, and most of our rides are going to be served by that. And by served by that, I mean that we have places for people to go in the rain. All right, I think we're going to build a looping shuttle coaster somewhere back in here. And then we got that's kind of like the last low-hanging fruit that we have. Then we got to figure some stuff out. But let's go in and see what we got here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll raise all of that up. So how does that look? Okay, that's all well and good. Let's lower that down. Get an on-ride photo section. I'm gonna build a loop to the left, I think. And this is a ridiculous expenditure of money, but I kind of dig it. Why can I not? There we go. There it is. Okay, that looks good. 1, 2. Okay, now we can. All right, I have that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, that will work. And put that over there, and that will go there. Okay. They'll get their rides in. We're gonna make that cost $6 because it worked on our last one. I don't know if it's gonna work here, but we'll try it. Worst comes to worst, we'll lower it down. We're gonna go back to the classics. This is gonna be a looper. Let's test it while we're doing all of the paint stuff for it. I think we haven't had any good black and let's see. I love that it just disappears for a while. That's super cool. And then with this, we can change it off to something that looks kind of industrial. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I'm cool with it. All right, and then this is gonna go like that. Alright, and I'm just trying to loop this pathway in without being over the top. But I feel like I'm going to be a little over the top with this one. There we go. That seems like a perfect ride to me for this park. It was expensive, yes, but I think it fits the park. Like, we can't have a lot of big things. It has to be small stuff that fits randomly into places, and I feel like this ride kind of does that perfectly. Now, I'm being very extra right now and just spending some time fixing the scars of what was there. It was all ugly and there's no reason for it. Anybody who has spent their money that foolishly, goodness gracious, what is going on here? And you're making me use all my money, Chris Sawyer. Thank you. Some go-karts, that's a solid choice for this park. I feel like we're going to be making some underground coasters later on here, because there's a big mountain right here that we have access to and we can do some cool stuff with, but we need some money first. But people were getting in line even though it was raining, which is interesting to me. I'm not sure why that was. We're already up to 300 guests, which is shocking. We're going to probably flatten this area out and do something with that. Let's see, what do we have? We had go-karts last time. We're working on launch freefall. Launch freefall is a solid choice for this park. Stop that. Alright, let's go back to normal speed. Alright, because we get the launch free fall somewhere up here. We have the entrance there, exit there. I think that makes sense. Let's figure out what that's going to look like. Okay. Something like that. The entrance is going to be farther back, obviously, but... exit there. Entrance is going to be probably over here. We'll test that out and see what happens with that. Needs to go faster. There we go. I'm just going to call that blast off. And we'll do some painting. Because again, I don't like that green for whatever reason. It just bothers me. Here we'll go with a little darker blue. Okay. $4, that sounds reasonable, right? I probably should lower the stats down on that a bit, but I'm going to leave them as is, and we'll see what happens. You can see Looper is popular AF. Like, look at that thing. It's doing its job. Alright, happy with that. And our rides are, I mean, we're building this thing out. We have 350 guests. It's shocking. For a park that's really not very special or unique or fun, just climb up a hill to go to all but one or all but 2 rides. You can ride the carousel, you can ride the slide without climbing up a hill, but anything else you want to do in this park, get ready to climb. And climb a lot. But we do have an indoor loop or in-ground loop. But we're doing our job there. This guy, again, is not popular, as popular as something like this. But that's okay. It's going to make us some money, and that's really what we're concerned about right now, is we need some cash. So let's take a look here. Speed it up. Just don't be the hang time or whatever the heck it's called. Inverter swinger ship, we can deal with that. And we'll be alright. Finance-wise, we still haven't actually taken out any money from this park, which is kind of shocking to me that we haven't done that yet. So we're going to just build this giant walkway over. I don't know what the purpose of it is. So don't ask. It's just kind of existing. There we go. Okay. I think this is going to be a start of a coaster somewhere in here. We'll station out here, have it drop down, go out this way and go through, and then another coaster built somewhere in there. Luckily, we have rides that suit all of those things. So we have a mine train coaster, which kind of fits that. We could do the classic mini coaster, which one of the levels, I forget which one, had the kind of the rocket cars where they went through a mountain. We could do something very similar here. We just have $200, so we can't really do anything right now. And I'm trying not to spend more money than what we have. Because I want to see where we go with some of this other stuff. We do have this little flat area there that we could put another thrill ride in as well. Oh, and I forgot we had the observation tower. We can put that in here. Anywhere, really. Maybe we'll put that in now. We have enough money for it. So let's slow this down. I said, let's slow this down. This game does not like clicking and dragging. Or at least OpenRCT2 does not like when you click and drag. Alright, so obviously it needs to go well above. We're going to go up to 300 feet, but it needs to be above the drop tower or launch tower. And hopefully we can get this built here very quickly so we can get some guests on it while it's raining, because it's not going to be a problem for people to go on when it's raining because it fits 20 people. I'm going to wait for full load, maximum. There we go. And we'll see if we can get some people lined up waiting for that one. But we're almost halfway to our goal as far as guests go. We need to get 900 guests. Was it year 3? It has to be year 3, right? Yeah, year 3. Okay. We're golden. Not too worried about that. I don't even know. I don't recognize a lot of these. Like, these guys were not... It was RCT2, wasn't it? I don't remember. These ones I remember for sure were original to the game. There's some that I do not remember if they're original or not. But what's nice about a small park like this where we have, like, no lines... Are people not liking this in the rain? Why? It doesn't matter. One of the things I like about having built-up queues is that you can have them and they don't empty out. Like, this ride never emptied its queue during that whole time. I don't like that this guy is going in line when he's sick already. Alright, we're just hiring some new staff to make sure we get all of that stuff handled. We're going to build a coaster inside this mountain, and there's going to be another one over here, I think. And that probably will be enough to win what we need to do, but we'll see what happens. We have a spot here, so we're going to take advantage of that. And I guess we're going to have to bring that area down like that. Okay. For entrance and our exit. Okay, I'm not trying to make anything crazy here, just trying to... Got a motion simulator, that's a solid ride for this park. And we do need to have some food and stuff up here at some point, because we can look down here and people are buying stuff, so we're gonna get some foodstuffs somewhere out this way. So we'll open up our second bathroom. We're gonna add a third one here soon, but make sure everything's there. I don't have the money for it. Alright, come on, Looper. Load people up, make me some money. People are going off. People are going on, and we have enough money. Thank you, Looper. And I think we'll get a bathroom. Oh, there's one there. We don't have space down there for one. Okay, I'm okay with that. Maybe we'll put one over here. Just $225. Which is a very inexpensive bathroom, like an entire building for a bathroom. I was looking at toilets the other day because my toilet is causing... It's an old toilet and it needs to be replaced, and it was like $300 or $400 for a toilet that I fit on, and I'm just tall, and I want a tall toilet, and they're more expensive for some reason than the really short, squatty toilets that I have currently. I'm very happy that this area is working out. We're almost up to 500 guests. What's the line like? It looks like people are looking at stuff. No, 7 minutes is not a long line. They are complaining about how long it's taking for everything, but there's nothing I can do about that. I can't have loops built in like I like to. That's just not a thing. Now, we can have a ride come, or a line, excuse me, come out of here, and this one continue out, but that's longer term. And that's especially if everything works out. But we're moving our way up here. Top spin, that's the ride that I was trying to remember before. That not good. We have the motion simulator, which is good. We're out of those, so let's go general rides. We don't need roller coasters. A log flume would be really good for this park as well. Just the capacity alone would be killer. If we had a log flume, this area would become like we'd have a log flume out here and go in this area, and it would be game over, I think. I'm going to pause it real fast and just see how much I can actually borrow, because that's going to also influence. Okay, so I can get another 10 grand. Okay, let's see what we can do here. No, not that. I think we're going to go mine train. I've had some really successful mine train coasters here in the last little bit, and I'd like to continue that. So we'll do something like that. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. And I need to turn off vegetation because I can't see anything. Alright, we're gonna borrow some money. This is where this gets more challenging, is the money aspect of the game. Not necessarily the challenge. Like, we can build in the park, but making money enough to support what we want to do is the hard part. So we'll see how we do. And I'm making some choices even building this coaster that I don't necessarily want to make, but the game is kind of requiring me to make some of these choices. Like, I don't want to make this turn quite that tight. It's going to cause some problems, but I have to in order to continue through some of this stuff. Alright, what are we going to do here? We don't have a lot of money. Alright, so I think we're going to do that. We'll have that whip around. Go into the tunnel there. I'm just going to drop down more. Alright, we're almost done this coaster. It's not going to be some intense, crazy ride. We'll add some brakes here. Say 18, 22 to 13 to block brakes. We'll have it turn in, and then we'll do some more brakes. That looks good, I think. I don't really know. We'll find out. 3 trains. This thing's going to be hauling people. I'm leave it at the original speed limit, mainly because I want the trains over here to have a chance to cycle, because there's not a lot going on over there. So it's just going to be called Mine Train Coaster. I'm going to preemptively put it at $5. I don't know if that's reasonable or not, but we'll figure it out. Oh, there's stuff in the way. Okay. I understand why I can't build there now. Oh, I also don't have the money for it. This is a fun little spot here. Like, that interaction right there. Super cool. If you're at the end of that train, that's fun. Yeah, see? That's why I didn't speed it up, because it needs to stay nice and slow. Let's just borrow a little bit more. Okay. I'm happy with that. High, very high. Yeah. We'll deal with that. This transition over here is brutal. You get that. Let's see. How fast does that go during that time? It's not too bad. This spot right here is probably the worst. Oh yeah. This is coming in at 35 miles an hour, 37 miles an hour through that. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Alright, so how long does the ride actually take? It's only 1 minute and 12 seconds. Alright, let's open that bad boy up and see what happens here. We have a little bit of money available to us. We're going to repay that loan just a touch. Let's see, how much did we spend on that ride? Ride construction. That was an $8,000 ride. That's our biggest investment by far. Well, this one cost a pretty penny because we did all of this work here where it goes in and out, but that's okay. So hopefully we'll be moving along here. Alright, so we're going to have to play with this. Our maximum waiting time is going to be 20 seconds. And our minimum waiting time is going to be like 16. That should at least allow things to cycle. Let's speed the game up a little bit. We're already in year 2, which is shocking. Doesn't feel like we've been playing very long at all, but we've been playing a decent amount of time. But we need to... We're at 600 people. We need to get up to the last level here of getting people into our park. Again, we can build another coaster in here, but we need the money to do so. So we've repaid a bit of our loan. We still have a lot more we need to repay. Let's see, what... I don't even remember what we're researching. I don't want water rides, I want roller coasters. Oh no, I do want water rides, my bad. I want a, not roller coasters. I want a log flume, that's what I really want. Oh, we already have it, God help us. I'm a moron. Excuse me while I fix some things. Alright, we'll go with general rides, because they're cheap and easy to put in. And let's go over here and advertise for a particular ride. We're going to do Mine Train. And we can afford 4 weeks worth of marketing on it. So we're going to speed this game up. Hopefully it'll become sunny real soon. Our park rating is ever so slowly creeping up. And most people here are just talking about how crowded it is. Because, yeah, it's a crowded little park. But I can't really help that. Now, I could put on like a relief loop somewhere around this, which I might do, just cause. But beyond that, I don't really have a lot of options for what I want to do. So let's see, what does a little relief pathway look like here? Alright, so we have that. I want to come down this path here. And let's view... I want to view path heights. Okay, so we gotta get down to 60. Hope that runs into that, so we gotta keep going. That runs into that, so we gotta keep going. We're just going to try to continue this path all the way in. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. That gives us at least a little bit more room to build, and also gives us some little bits of relief. It's not the best, but it will work for what we need, I think. And we'll probably get another bathroom or something up here. There we go. Oops. Can't afford it. Just need another roller coaster to load up and we'll be good. There we are. Alright, and then we'll eventually get some rides around here, but hopefully, we're getting closer to being done. Alright, so that's all where I think we need, oops. That's where we need this part of the park to be. I'll fix this as soon as we have the money for it. Boom, there we go. And we'll see exactly what's going on with the other parts of this here in a moment, but the park is very crowded for a little park. Like, again, it's not that we don't have enough rides to support the number of people we have. It's just that we don't have the space and the pathways to do it. I'm hoping that that relief area kind of spread out some stuff and we can put a ride up here once we get a ride that's worthy of it. We did get a maze, and we do need to have a log flume, which could exist up here and go through this area, which is probably where we're going to head next. That's going to really give us some capacity at the back of the park. So while all of our guests are going to have to trudge up this godforsaken hill to get to our park, at least there's some rides along the way. And then once they get there, they have a coaster, they have another coaster, and they'll have a log flume. And that should hopefully be able to take care of a lot of what we need to deal with here. So we're going to get that on there, and then we'll drop out. Don't know exactly where we're going to go with all this. We do have a little bit of money we can play with. Luckily, log flumes are not super expensive. Oh man, we can go bananas if we wanted to with that. Let's do that. That looks like fun. But let's, before we do anything, alright, photo section. There we go. Okay. What's in the way there? Let's see, we can do a little drop there, I think. And then we'll start our upper climb. This is going to be a little messy, I think, but we'll be okay. Oh yeah, we're just fine. And we're almost able to afford this without having to do anything else. So we're just going to hang out here until we get enough money, and we'll bring this up, over, and back into that ride. There we go. Making profit again. Get our left bend in there. Oh, we need to go up higher, don't we? I didn't realize it was 120. Oh, perfect. It's like I planned that from all along. I most definitely did not, but it feels good every time that something works out like you planned it, even if there was no plan in place for that to actually happen. I really like when that happens. All right, so we can go in here. Let's do a green one. We don't have any green paths in this park yet. Okay, we just need to wait for money again. We're up to almost 700 people in this park, so we're doing a good job here. We just have a little bit more to go. Okay, so instead of that... Well, no, we can do that. Okay, so we'll do... Oof, goodness. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's get back over here and let's slow the game down. For some reason, I feel like when the game's going fast, I just click terribly. And it's not the game's fault, it's my fault. But I just make bad decisions with my clicking, and then the speed of it compounds, and it's just a hot mess. Alright, so we got that going over top. We'll go over there. There we go. How many logs can we have? Oh yeah, we need to just max them out. And I really want to see what speed this gets up to. Like on the drop, 1. I want to see what it gets to. So 20-ish, a little over 20. I'm really interested on the big drop here, how fast it goes. That's going to be the more interesting number for us. And you can see how tightly packed they are. One of the things I do like about the log flume in this game is that like the spacing is not randomized, but it's a little more realistic. Is like, hey, water's a little bit more unpredictable than like how fast the motor spools up. So it gives you a little bit more there. All right, so we're going down the drop now. Oh yeah, hit 38 miles an hour. Beautiful. We're at almost 700 gas. You can see we've had a, looking at this, it's been a slow but gradual climb, and it's been in the correct direction. And we're moving forward. I mean, at one point, the low, we had 44 guests in this park, I think was the lowest that we had. So we're doing a good job, and this ride is cycling people, man. It's not making us crazy money because it's not packed, but it is cycling people throughout this ride, which is exactly what I want. I just need capacity hogs right now, because if we take a look here, oh, we're not doing too bad. Most people are. Our third most common complaint is people are running out of cash. All right, so how far in are we're over 2 minutes in? This is one of my other favorite areas to go to. I know I haven't done it a lot in my playthrough of this, but I used to go through here and really test things out and see exactly how long things would take and kind of get a better idea. Everything. So we have 26 boats, and we should be getting back to the station here relatively soon, excuse me, and then we'll go forward with this. I talk over my own tongue sometimes, and I have water here, and my mouth gets quenched, or it gets thirsty, and then I drink, and then I can't talk. So that's 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And it's 164 seconds. We're going to divide that by 26. That gives us 6.3. So on the low end here, we're going to get that in there and say, hey, that needs to be 5. And on the high end, 7. Set both of those conditions and rename this. How exciting is it? It's not bad. $4 sounds about right. And then we will open that up, because that is the longest duration ride in the entire park. And while we've been building and doing fun things, we have dodgems, or bumper cars, which I thought they called them dodgems in this game. Whatever. We have one of those. We got the hedge mazes, and we got the haunted house. So those are all rides that we're going to build here shortly. Just need to figure out where. Okay, that's interesting. I can't build that anywhere that I want to. I can build it over here. Okay. Let's see where we're going to put this good old ride. That looks like a good spot. We don't have any green. We haven't done green in a while. Do we have a brighter green? There we go. $2. Sounds like it's worth it. And let's try that again. And I'm actually thrilled to have a ride that's an indoor ride that's easy to take care of and does stuff there. Let's do some advertising, I think. So let's do free rides. And we're gonna select, I think we're gonna go with the log flume for 12 weeks. That sounds good. And then we'll do an advertising campaign for the Mine Train Coaster for 4 weeks. We're at 670 something guests. Speed the game up here, and hopefully we will just destroy our numbers and get tons of people in, and we'll see what happens. But we also need to pay down our debts a little bit. So we're moving through. We're in July year 2 already. Like it's moving. Research wise, I guess we're going with roller coasters and shops and stalls at this point. But we're gonna knock that back down to normal funding because there's just no reason for us to max out that stuff. We're up to 800 guests. We're gonna have an advertising campaign for the park here. $1,400, boom. And hopefully that's all she wrote. All right, it looks like this ride here, we're gonna decrease those numbers. And money-wise, it's our biggest moneymaker by far. Like this is making $9,000. This is making almost $12,000 for us, and we've sold a lot of on-ride photos. But we are almost done here, And see, we just have 10 more guests to get, and then we will have this one completely taken care of. But yeah, we didn't use a lot of this park, but we did use good amounts of it. I'm pretty happy with where we're at in general for this park. And taking a look at how it has progressed over time. It's an interesting little park here and building. It's hard because you don't have a ton of money, and the money you do have needs to be spent going through and figuring out some weird ways to do things. But I think we did a good job setting up this initial pathway, even though it's a hot mess. But this initial pathway up and this were the reason why we were able to win this one in the time that we did. So that's going to wrap us up here for our first of our expert parks, I believe it's called. And I'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.